just to thrive in fast-paced scenarios. But it's up to Yellow to maintain those mix-ups, and that's going to be the deadly dance we see here.
Yeah. Also, you gotta like remember, Pyra and Mythra aren't just like fast and heavy hitters. They also have swords.
That is true.
And
Disjoints do a lot.
Disjoints, especially like a character like Fox, he could struggle theoretically with swords, but Yellow proving that it's not too big of an issue.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue Fox is one of the better characters at bypassing swords because of that raw, linear speed of just getting straight in your face. But Mythra has, both of them have the frame data to keep each other out and to get in at will. So, dare I say it, dare I be the man that uses the word footsies in a Smash setting, but I feel like we're going to see a lot of footsies here, in at very least between these two characters, should the gameplay get to that level of intensity.
Yeah. I mean, for right now, it's just, at least on Yellow's end, it's just like fishing for just basic kills.
Like that.
Like that.
Like that.
Yeah.
Perfect spacing. I mean, it was a great tool on Mlarcin's part in order to get by the shine with an air dodge, but that roll was getting scouted so hard. The threat of Fox back air does so much in these corner scenarios as the switch over to Pyra. Just for the moment, that worked. so much going right for Mlarcin right now, but still not able to find the finishing hit. There it is.
There it is.
Found it.
That's the crazy thing about this matchup, right? Like, Pyra and Mythra, Pyra and Mythra just like death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Right.
And then Pyra is a cleaver to the face.
Big cleaver, big meat cleaver, and that Fox is looking mighty tasty.
Right. And especially against Fox, like Pyra stuff is gonna possibly do a lot of damage here.
Ooh, and catching Yellow get a little bit early here though. The back air coming down, but nothing finding it. Sticking on Pyra for quite a bit. The tech chase is there, but no punish and the rolling. Okay, so the scramble situation working out in hella Mlarcin's favor as the immediate up smash keeps this game even, unable to snowball at all and like try to extend this lead.
This is neck and neck.
It truly is, Mamba. As we're getting some of these mix-ups now, the down throw from Fox not amounting to anything as the read wasn't there.
It's just, I need to see, like, just both of these characters need to, like, just, I don't know. It's I can't get the words out right now. But
I mean, I could feel like they need to start like fleshing out some of their utilities kit at this point because we've been seeing just a lot of dashbacks, a lot of like very careful play, but nothing really massively punishing in a big way. It's been a lot of those death by 1,000 paper cuts, but these up airs might spell the difference. Oh, the downer might do so instead. Pyra's online. The air dodge whiffs. This is a dead Fox. And that's game one to Mlarcin. Unfortunate spacing there from Yellow, dropping the ball and
very rare misspacing too. Like, I don't usually see Yellow like mess up like that.
He's never on those air dodges. What always gets me about watching Yellow play, and he is very good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like the boy from Kansas and PA, he's feeling very good about the Super Bowl. Go Birds. The tick in his play, it feels like, always comes from he understands how Fox moves, but he is unable to flex that out into mixing up his openers. Even just like some of the simple stuff, like the mix-up between falling there and falling down there. You don't see a lot of falling down here from him. You don't see a lot of like empty hop tools whenever he's like looking for dash attack. If he's looking for something, he's trying to like play the dash dance game and then hit you with it, which is good in its own way, but it creates a very linear focus on what Mlarcin needs to focus on. And he did that very well in the latter half of that game. It's like, okay, if you're going to come in with just a lot of these like very straightforward approaches, I'm going to use Mythra forward tilt and have none of that. Ball foresight.
Yeah. I mean, for Mlarcin, like, all you have to do is just get your damage in and then just control the pace of the game from there. Because Fox is a relatively, he is a light character.
For sure.
So if you get, like, I don't know, 83%, you can easily just pull back a little bit and just let Fox come to you.
Oh, he's starting to cook there. Double drag down on these platforms. That's some real devious stuff.
But you gotta be careful letting Fox come to you, though. because you don't want to get hit with 82% of damage because of it.
Yeah, it's getting tricky. That up smash, Mlarcin really wanted that to close out. That was such an opportunity to. Mythra is still online here, though, and I understand. Oh, no! You can punish Fox with up smash with so much more than that. Mlarcin getting a little bit in his own head about the proper punish as we see Yellow really start putting in the blender, putting in this quarter pressure. But the jab gets him out of it, Mamba, and now this could be an opportunity for Yellow here. No up smash.
No up air, no up airs. There's the up smash.
All right. Like, dropped the kill a couple times, but he is able to clean it up. 140,
up
0.
Yeah. Yeah, up till do it.
That's been the whole pace of the game. It's like, you're taking my stock, I'm there like right after you. And we keep this game super, super even. Damage can be seen as like just something that is inevitable, especially given how Mlarcin really ends up focusing on horizontal combos, like with the F-tilt dash attacks, the forward air chains, like all of that good stuff. It really continuously sets him up in pretty good position at the cost of some damage with the lack of that juggle, though.
Yeah. It's very strange seeing this matchup playing as it's being played, because both of these characters have stuff like that where you can just put pressure on pressure on pressure into a kill. But we haven't really been seeing too much of that this set up until right there.
Yeah, felt like a real difference maker on the part of Yellow. Like now you're starting to hit your tech chases. You're starting to actually have an advantage on what Fox does in a matchup like this, where yeah, you both can play at the same speed, and there's not many characters that can play at Fox's speed, but the damage is so much more on Fox's favor, and it forces Mythra to play almost with either a heavier Pyra focus or too much spamming of buttons with Mythra, who's not as safe as Fox.
Yeah, it's really, Fox is almost like a weirdly like Fundy's Chuck.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah, because he's like,
that worked. I just Pyra neutral air go burr. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that thing hits like a truck.
It's all of Pyra does. And
That's all Pyra does is hit like a truck.
Sometimes that's all you need her to do.
Yeah. I mean,
oh, I love that falling up air though from Mlarcin. You're setting up for a very little ledge trap here. Committing to the jab too soon though. Mlarcin, I guess expecting Yellow to have a little bit more shield discipline, but his block string wasn't frame tight, wasn't just perfectly spaced. Allowed Yellow to get that stock closed out in the nick of time and bring us to a 1-1 set.
another one.
Another one.
We've been seeing a lot of these today, but you know, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, like at a tri-state local, I feel like at any local, I'm just patting myself on the back because tri-state's crazy. You would want to see more games go to have the intensity of like best of threes, best of five, to go to the distance, because it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. It establishes a little bit more of that game, and it helps everyone out. Like now these two, like this is winners quarters. Like this isn't even 4 top 8.
Yeah, this is. I like this stage for both characters, but I'm surprised they didn't go to another stage.
It depends on what the bans are. I know Mythra really likes Town and City, but like everybody should know that, and I would assume that Yellow would have banned it at this point. So this then just becomes a Tri-State Classic, the comfort pick, Tri-State Stadium, all that good stuff. As the dash attack tech chase is coming in clutch. Ooh, interesting trade there, but absolutely going to be in the favor of Fox every single time. If you can trade with Mythra's moves somehow, again, those disjoints matter.
I feel like Mlarcin isn't using Foresight enough. I don't know, because a lot of like Fox's shield pressure, if I recall correctly, can be mitigated with just like a basic Foresight, like.
Yeah, like holding shield and then spot dodging in the middle of like a down air or something.
Or like when Fox is short hopping threatening with back air.
Right.
Like you can do something, and because you're Mythra, you can Foresight through it.
That was clean. Big fan of that. Fox is so cool.
Yeah.
Like when you're able to hit this stuff though, and that's the tricky part. Like getting a chance to really extend on these combos is the hard part. But if you're doing it on Mythra, you know it's at the very least mostly frame tight. Foresight being frame 2. Oh, another downer though. Super telegraphed, finds the parry. Yellow not feeling good about that shield discipline as the Prominence Revolt does take another stock. Let's see if Mlarcin's able to pull something together here. The air dodge gets him by.
Missing that up smash.
Double dash attack's not going to do it. I want to see Mlarcin grab more. Like, he's getting the situations of, like, dash attack tech chases, but he's not, like,
doing anything with it.
He's looking for exclusively dash attack, which is fine. Dash attack's a good move. But if your opponent is a fast faller and able to pull up shield, you've got to start mixing in these dash grabs. And Mythra's got a good one.
She's got a very good grab game, and I'm as you said, like Mlarcin's not really fully utilizing Mythra's kit in this matchup. I think.
Yeah, he is starting to get some of these extensions though. Pyra's online. Side B early though. Unfortunate. Oh, you get the down tilt up air. Not going to do it. Still trying to chase. Still trying to be as safe as possible though. Again, Pyra staying out here makes a lot of sense. Let's see if they're able to find anything. The down smash buffer.
Good down smash.
Yeah, acknowledging the frame safety and acknowledging that Yellow wanted to press his advantage there, as he does so right here with the Fox Illusion. Let's see if Mlarcin is able to find an opener to bring this game to much more of an even stance. Again, Yellow dropping shield. Not that time.
I would be very careful going Mythra at this point because of that.
That's tough. That's a tough situation to get out of. Like, do you switch early there and potentially leave yourself open to a reactable up air, or do you try and fall with neutral air, one of Mythra's better landing buttons, and take the gamble that your neutral air is going to connect before Fox can intercept you? That's a really hard decision to make in the moment.
It was just like he was put in a catch-22 almost.
Yeah, super like rockin' hard place. And Mlarcin is right there in the middle of it as he drops that set 2-1 in a very well-played set. But when you have a character that can out-tempo, that can keep up with any game tempo like Fox,
yeah,
you got to start figuring out different ways to maintain that. And I feel like a little bit more empty movement might have been good for empty movement and grab game might have been good for Mlarcin doing.
Absolutely, I feel like there was a lot of times where like empty hopping or like even tomahawking would have been so good.
For sure. I completely agree with that, Mamba. But that is going to be... Was that our third 2-1? Because we had Kazi, Rondor, 2-1.
Yeah.
Then it was KGP, BDB,
2-1.
And then
this one,
Mlarcin, Yellow, 2-1. So that's 3 for 3. Can we make it 4 for 3?
We got...
Math is hard. Can we make it 4 for 4? As this one is a top 8 qualifier for Wave A. Wave B is going to be starting relatively soon, but we will be getting Jackal and Player 4 stepping up to the plate. And hey, Player 4 may be a commentator, but
he's pretty good.
He's like one of the best commentators at playing the video game.
He is. He's pretty nasty with that Peach too.
It's impressive, honestly. Like, this dude's won locals. Like in difficult regions. Like, he's won locals over Suarez.
Yeah, that's nothing
not
to
easy.
sneeze at, yeah.
Still, Jackal's a different beast, though.
Jackal is definitely going to be pretty tough to overcome. But if any...
Well, speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Hello.
Okay. Here we are.
Help me. I'm about to get my ass beat on stream. Help me. Please.
Good luck.
1 like plus 1 follow equals 3 prayer for Reggie.
I don't know. Like, I don't think Peach struggles that much with Wolf, but then again, this is Jackal.
It's like because I agree, right? Like, I don't think Peach Wolf is like that bad. It's another like very neutral heavy. Wolf has disjoints that can be able to snuff out Peach, but a lot of the times if you're going air to air, most of the time it's with nair or forward air, which doesn't necessarily guarantee a follow-up. It guarantees like advantage, which is good for Wolf, and it's really good for Jackal. If he goes Wolf, we have been seeing Jackal go a lot of Joker.
There it is.
He locks in the Wolf, so you know, X to that plot point. But it is going to be interesting to look out for because